Good morning, Athens. I'm your host, Jack Adams, and you are watching the Athens News. Today's top stories are rumors about the local weaver's head somehow transforming into the head of a donkey. Also, we will be continuing our developing story on the feud between Hermia and her father Aegeus. But first, let's check out the weather in Athens with Patrick Howe.
I'm your weather specialist, Patrick Howe, and today's weather will have a high of 13 degrees and a low of 5 degrees. There will be a chance of light showers around 4 o'clock. Now back to you, Jack.
Today we are going to interview Nick Bottom, whose head supposedly turned into the head of a donkey. So Bottom, what do you remember about the night that your head transformed into the head of a donkey?
I first thought it was a dream, but then I saw a ring that triggered my memory and made me remember what actually happened that night.
So Bottom, how did you feel after the incident of your head transforming into the head of a donkey?
After the incident, I woke up in the middle of nowhere with my normal head and regained memory. After that, I went to tell Peter Quince to write a ballad about my dream and call it Bottom's Dream because it has no bottom.
This is the end of the interview with Bottom. It was a pleasure to have you, Bottom.
The pleasure is all mine.
Time for a weather update with Patrick Howe.
We're back with your weather specialist, Patrick Howe. It is 3:30 p.m. and the showers are heading in from the Greek gardens. Now it's 6 degrees, but it feels like 2 degrees with the wind chill.
Following story with Hermia and her father Aegeus. Aegeus, tell me your side of the story.
Being Hermia's father, I have the right to tell her who to marry. I told her to marry Demetrius, but she refuses his proposal.
Hermia, what's your side of the story?
My father knew that I was in love with Lysander, but my father didn't give him the consent to marry me.
Aegeus, what happened next?
She goes against my orders and decides to elope into the woods with Lysander. I feel like I've lost all the power that I had over her.
Hermia, how did you deal with your father's orders?
He gave me 3 choices that all went against me: to become a nun, to marry Demetrius, or face the death penalty. So I ran away into the forest to get married to Lysander.
Hermia, like the saying goes, the course of true love never did run smooth. I was still talking when you did that. Tune in tomorrow to find out how the story ends. I'm your host, Jack Adams, Channel 6, Athens News. And that's a wrap.